Penicillin. In 1928, Scottish scientist Alexander Fleming returned from vacation to find one of his petri dishes contaminated with mold. He noticed the mold had destroyed the surrounding bacteria, something he hadn't intended at all. Curious, he studied it further and realized it had powerful antibacterial properties. That mold turned out to be Penicillium notatum, which led to the creation of penicillin, the world's first true antibiotic. This accidental discovery revolutionized medicine, saving millions of lives and paving the way for modern antibiotics used to treat everything from infections to life-threatening diseases. Microwave oven. In 1945, engineer Percy Spencer was working on magnetrons for radar equipment when he noticed something strange. A chocolate bar in his pocket had melted unexpectedly. Fascinated, he placed popcorn kernels near the device, and they popped. Realizing microwaves could cook food, he began experimenting further. This unintentional incident led to the invention of the microwave oven. What started as a lab curiosity turned into one of the most convenient kitchen appliances ever made, found in nearly every household and dramatically changing the way people prepare and heat food across the globe. X-rays. In 1895, German physicist Wilhelm Röntgen was experimenting with cathode rays in a dark lab when he observed a strange glow coming from a fluorescent screen nearby, even though it wasn't in the direct path of the rays. He realized something invisible was passing through solid objects. When he placed his hand in front of the tube and saw his bones projected, he knew he had made a groundbreaking discovery. These rays, which he named X-rays, became a revolutionary medical tool, allowing doctors to see inside the human body without surgery for the first time. Post-it notes. In 1968, Spencer Silver, a scientist at 3M, was attempting to develop a super-strong adhesive. Instead, he accidentally created a weak, pressure-sensitive glue that wouldn't bond permanently. The invention seemed useless until his colleague Art Fry used it to keep his bookmarks from falling out of his church hymnal. That gave birth to the idea of sticky note. By 1980, Post-it notes were commercially launched. What started as a failed glue became one of the most successful office supplies in history, used daily for reminders, labels, and organization all around the world. VELCRO. In 1941, Swiss engineer George de Mestral took his dog for a walk and noticed burrs sticking stubbornly to its fur. Curious, he examined the burrs under a microscope and saw that they had tiny hooks that latched onto loops in fabric and fur. This observation inspired him to mimic the natural mechanism, eventually creating Velcro. It took years of development, but the result was a versatile, reusable fastener that changed industries. Coca-Cola. In 1886, pharmacist John Pemberton was trying to develop a medicinal syrup to relieve headaches and fatigue. He mixed coca leaf extract, cola nut, and sugar into a tonic, then accidentally added carbonated water instead of plain. The result wasn't medicine, it was a surprisingly tasty beverage. That happy accident led to the creation of Coca-Cola. Teflon. In 1938, chemist Roy Plunkett was working with gases to create new refrigerants when a canister of tetrafluoroethylene unexpectedly polymerized into a white, slippery powder. Rather than discard it, he studied the substance and discovered it was incredibly resistant to heat, chemicals, and corrosion. This substance became known as Teflon. Originally used in military applications, it gained worldwide fame as the non-stick coating on cookware. Popsicles. In 1905, an 11-year-old boy named Frank Epperson accidentally invented one of the world's favorite frozen treats. He left a glass of flavored soda water outside overnight with a wooden stirring stick in it. By morning, it had frozen solid. He pulled it out and licked it, enjoying the accidental creation. Years later, he patented his idea as the PEPSICLE, later renamed the popsicle.